So guys, right here we got the brand new 2024 variant of the ET7 redesigned. A lot of things have changed inside the car and outside the car. Today we're going to go through everything, and this is just a miniature ET9 in my opinion. So going forward, one of the biggest changes is the suspension. First, before, the old ET7 used to have a single chamber air suspension. Now it has been upgraded to a dual chamber air suspension by Vibra Acoustics. That's of course going to make the ride a lot more comfortable. Now, some of the other big changes: the matrix headlights that are on most Nio vehicles like the EC7, ES8, and ES6, EC6 is finally also coming to the ET7 as well. On top of that, we also have a 16.3-inch massive heads-up display that is currently on the EC7 and the ES8. And on top of that, there will be a 6-piston Brembo brake option that you can choose for better braking performance. Now, another very big change is the fact that they've added a new administrative version, which will have dual screens in the back. You heard me right. For the first time ever, Nio's actually offering dual screens, well, apart from the ET9. So in a product that you can buy this year from Nio with rear entertainment screens, that is something that people really wanted. It'll be very interesting to see how this new screen works. Is it going to be similar to the ET9, and maybe we have a new complete operating system to go with this screen? We'll never know. So we'll have to see very soon. We'll get the answers to these. Also, this comes with a new second generation seat, which is new self-developed seat, and of course it's going to be much more comfortable, comparable to the ES8. Maybe even more comfortable than the ES8 because it's new. So that's also something to look forward to. And also, it is redesigned, the exterior of the car. So the back of the car looks a lot more aggressive, a lot more polished than before. We got new alloy wheels. We got new colorways for the car as well. And guys, here is a big shock for you guys. The ET7 in the future will be the cheapest Nio that you can buy. Let that sink in, because in the future, Nio will be discontinuing the ES6, the EC6, and all the 5s, ET5. The CEO has confirmed that, essentially saying that the price range, average selling price of the Nio brand will be moved higher. So ET7 will be the base car, and that price range around 300K-ish, that's going to be left for the Envo sub-brand. And Nio's going to be reaching much higher, 7, 8, 9. No more 6s, no more 5s. It's going to be 7, 8, 9. So the cheapest Nio you can get in the future will be like ET7.
So at NIO, this brand, regarding the success of cars, we will actually increase the pricing and positioning a bit. In this way, the distance between it and our products will expand a bit. It would be more difficult to beat ourselves. This would make our strategy a bit more precise.
So the whole purpose of this is so that there isn't as much price overlap as the with the Envo sub-brand. And that's exactly what Nio wants to avoid. Now, Nio used to have quite a lot of price overlap, which was quite bad. It was a self-cannibalization. Customers are choosing one product over the other, and it wasn't expanding into different customer bases. So this strategy really does make sense for Nio to increase the average selling price of Nios. Nios are more premium, more luxury, and the Envo will be the mass market for everybody. And then below that, you also have the Firefly sub-brand. So you got cars that go from 100K-ish RMB all the way up to 800K RMB. So you got a well spread out portfolio of cars. You have a car from the Nio group that can do battery swap that suits every single consumer category. So that would be very interesting. Now, the ES7, 2024 ES7 will probably have similar specs to the ET7 with rear screens as well, and dual air chamber air suspension as well, and probably also more comfortable seats, etc., etc. Also, very importantly, I do not expect Nio to debut their own operating system. So it's probably going to be the existing operating system, but with rear screen support. We know that the ET9 will have a completely new self-developed operating system combined with their own self-developed chip. I do not expect the self-developed chip to be on this car either. So this is more like a NT 2.5 vehicle, if you guys know what I mean. Now, in terms of availability, now, so far from the Nio app, it is said that the 2024 version of the ET7 will be launched in April and will start locking in orders immediately after that. And then as soon as that's done, they will start delivering these vehicles. So very soon we can see this on the road actually. All right, now in terms of pricing, the current ET7 starts at 428,000 RMB, which is around 59,900 US dollars. Now we can expect this car to be a little bit more expensive, possibly because of the fact that it has a lot better specs than before, but also the administrative version is probably going to be substantially more expensive with the more administrative seats, comfortable seats, and dual rear screens. So that is something to look out for. Now, in terms of deliveries, I do believe that this will help revitalize the ET7 sales. The 777 sales have been pretty bad, to be honest. Combined total, they sell around less than 200 per week. So this car will definitely boost those numbers up substantially. But you got to understand that this car, at launch, it will be the best Nio that you can buy with the most stuff, right? The rear screens, no other Nio has rear screens yet. So until the ET9 gets delivered, this will be the best Nio that you can buy. And most people will probably buy this over the ET9 because the ET9 is kind of overkill, all right? So I think most people will be choosing this, and I think it's a very good choice for people to get. Of course, you can expect me to showcase this car when it becomes available in the stores. I'll be going there and filming what the rear screen is like, some of the differences and all that good stuff for you guys. This car is a banger. It looks very nice. It looks much better than previous versions. And this is what the previous version looks like. It wasn't bad, but you gotta understand, it's been a while since the ET7 was launched. So nice. Something to look forward to.